My name is Worley, and I am so honored to be a part of the Free Methodist family. My husband Ken and I have felt so welcomed and so inspired by Superintendent Mark Adams in coming into this amazing movement, as well as by the leaders of the Sierra Pacific Conference and Meg Board and some of the pastors we've met already, who've just made us feel so welcome. So thank you so much for that. I just want to share a little bit of my story of where I started. My heritage began by being raised by two parents who loved Jesus. They met in Seattle, where my mom grew up, when my dad went over to go to Seattle Pacific University. And they were also raised by parents who loved Jesus as well. So that really kind of set a strong foundation for our family. When I was about 4 years old, I prayed with my parents to accept Jesus in my heart. And then when I was about 6 years old, right in the middle of the Jesus movement, my mom came into my room one night when they were having a Bible study at their house and asked me if I wanted to receive the baptism of the Holy Spirit as well. And it had such a profound effect on me because I just couldn't, it was so overwhelming to me to feel the power of the Holy Spirit in that moment. And that started such a deep and intimate walk with me throughout my childhood and teen years, and obviously launching into adulthood, which were life-changing for me. Through my teen years, I just began to draw closer and closer to Jesus because I felt like he had made it very clear to me that he had a calling on my life to serve him. So when I was 17, I met my husband, and I learned very quickly that he was not only the love of my life, but that he was the man that God had for me to walk through life together, raise our family together, and to do ministry together. And wow, that has been quite the journey. The ups, the downs, it's been amazing. And God has been so faithful every single step of the way. When we took our first pastorate, I was 21 years old, and it was the most incredible feeling to be stepping out into full-time ministry. We had been working in kids ministries and teens and going through a lot of training prior to that. So when we stepped into that first pastorate, it was so amazing to watch God do what he does, in and through us and together. And so that journey continued. We've continued to pastor ever since then, full time. During those years, we had 3 amazing children. We now say we have 6 children because they have their spouses as well, and all 6 of them are serving Jesus and leading our 3 granddaughters to know Jesus as well. So we couldn't be more grateful for that or more proud of that. Ken and I believe that our mission from Jesus is to populate heaven, to lead people into knowing Jesus, and not just meeting him the first time, but then growing in him, helping to build up people to know Jesus in a deeper way, to grow through all of those stages of our walk with Jesus. So many of us bring baggage with us into that walk with Jesus, and how do we let him redeem that and take us to the fullest potential that he has for our lives, and then as well to leave a lasting legacy. And so, as for Ken and I, as pastors, teachers, parents, grandparents, friends, we believe that should be part of our everyday life. And so in this next season and this journey that we're on, we are so excited. We thought we were going to be retiring as pastors with the movement that we were in for a long, long time. And in the middle of this new relationship, Jesus has made it very clear that we were going to continue pastoring, which we feel so honored by that, and that we get to do it with you. And so in this process, we're so excited to see what God has for us with this new season as the pastors at the Ripon Free Methodist Church, in the journey with Pastor Mark and the Sierra Pacific Conference and the amazing pastors that we're meeting. So thank you so much for welcoming us into the family and for letting us share our story. We feel very honored.